Okay, a lot happened here. Nice back and forth, nice action scenes. We've found out that Don Krieg was attacked by Mihawk. So I think earlier when I saw that their ship had been ravaged, I was thinking, and they said that I said it can't have been a natural disaster, because if it was a natural disaster that close to Barati, then the people in Barati would have felt the effects. So I'm really curious to figure out why Mihawk decided to attack Don Krieg's lot in the first instance, and how did he do so? Mihawk just seems crazy strong. Like it's actually a bit terrifying, because it's defeated a whole gang and a whole ship of people to such an extent that they were basically left starving and dying on the sea. So this Mihawk guy sounds really strong. Like, thinking about it, I just can't see how Zoro will ever grow the strength to be able to match him. And the fact that Mihawk chose to keep Zoro alive just reflects that Mihawk sees so much potential in Zoro, but I don't know what he sees that we, the audience, yet have not seen yet. So that's exciting. So Don Krieg's motivation for attacking Barati, or at least one of them, is that he wants the logbook for the Grand Line, because obviously Zeph has been in the Grand Line before. I wonder what's going to be made of this logbook, because either Don Krieg is going to defeat the fighting cooks, and he's going to take the logbook, or the fighting cooks are going to defeat Don Krieg, but then what happens to the logbook? The logbook is not going to be mentioned if nothing happens off it. It really isn't. So this can only lead me to believe that this logbook is probably headed towards Luffy's way. I feel like Sanji, therefore Luffy, because it's quite clear Sanji is going to join Luffy, is going to be the hero of the story. And when he's the hero, I wonder if Redfoot Zeph is then going to be like, oh, here's a token of my appreciation, take my logbook, because I feel like there's room for Zeph to give the logbook to Sanji, therefore Luffy. Whether Luffy would accept it or not is a different story. Luffy doesn't strike me as the guy who wants to be handed out things, so I feel like even if there is a logbook, Luffy's just going to be that frustrating anime character who's just like, no, actually I don't want it, I'm going to do it myself. But even if he turns it down, are we going to see the logbook later on? Is the logbook going to come back later on? What even is in the logbook? Many questions about that.